This is 209 Grounds, located at 2205 169th Street, Hammond,
part of
Indiana.
us being 219 Grounds is it was important for us to take Sunday off. Sunday is our family day, is our rest day, and we genuinely believe that God worked out for us to come into this building. A lot of people say, you're so lucky, you're in such a good spot. You're so lucky, that you got this building. Like, we were looking at it and we thought this would be a great spot, but it's like, at the end of the day, we know that it wasn't luck, and we know that it was God working behind the scene, worked everything together for good for us, and He lined everything up, and we're just so grateful. And we hope that as being closed on Sunday will be a testament of, if you honor God, He is going to take care of you, and He's going to provide, and He's going to work things out for good, because He sees that, right? He knows our heart, and He knows where we're coming from with that, and we hope that, that will serve for everybody to take Sunday as a day of rest, and to take rest as something that we need. Rest is an essential, and we wholeheartedly believe that. So, yeah, no Sundays for us.
All right. Making the turkey panini. It's 219 Grounds, Off the Cover News. And we have down here, we have Frida.
Yes, Frida.
And we have Yuli. Excellent. Ella, is there a specific amount that has to be on there, or?
No, enough to get your money.
Just enough to get right.
Yeah.
Your money's worth, right?
Exactly.
Excellent. I'm glad you make it fun and exciting too. And she's a student at IUN University.
No, I'm actually a student at Haas. I'm still in
Haas.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Haas. Okay, awesome. Do you know what college you ever want to go to yet, or?
No, I don't have one specifically, but I think I do want to go to Purdue Lafayette.
All right.
And I want to study engineering.
Engineering, okay. So that's avocado, lettuce, tomato, turkey,
Onion,
and onion,
and then jalapeno.
and then jalapeno. Now that I did have this sandwich particularly, it was truly amazing.
I think that one.
Okay, ham, all right. And why so that one much over the rest?
I don't know, I just grew up with ham. It kind of tastes like a ham, a torta de jamón,
Okay,
which is what my mom used to give us.
all right. There we go. And then you guys put them on the George Foreman burners.
Yes.
I love the George Foreman, by the way. And Frida's over here making the crepe. Okay. What flavor is this?
The strawberry banana
All right, strawberry banana
and Nutella.
and Nutella. All these ladies here at 219 Grounds are doing their thing. And then we have Yuli over here making
Spanish latte.
Spanish latte. Okay. And this is the #1 bestseller, right?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. And here's Eva right here, the owner, co-owner of 219 Grounds. Actually, check out her shirt. To be the light is everything that you want to be. This is amazing, ladies. And everything's fresh. Along right here, we have the ice cream, the desserts that you could order right here. Churros here for sale.
Spanish latte.
There is that Spanish latte. Yes, excellent. Now, what's your favorite, Italy?
My favorite one is the honey rose.
Honey
latte.
rose?
Yes.
And why particularly that?
I
item?
love more like floral flavors.
Okay.
So yeah, in the rose, I just love it.
All right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's really like sweet and smooth,
Yeah.
and it's different.
Okay. See, I'm a fan of macchiato.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big. Maybe the caramel gets to me.
Yeah.
You know, caramel flavor and yeah.
I would recommend the dulce de leche one, which is the caramelo cloud.
Ah.
That is also.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to check that out. And look how she flipped that right, like so, right there, fresh for you guys to come and order. And you also put bananas on this, right, Frida?
Banana? Yes, she
put
puts
bananas?
banana. She's banana.
And which crepe do you like the most? What's your favorite?
¿Cuál es tu favorita? Is the strawberry grape is my favorite.
Strawberry. Okay. All right. And Ella's still cooking it up. She's slicing it up right here for you, and it has that burnt, crisp brownness to it. I love that. Excellent.
Nice and crispy.
Yes. These ladies are here at 219 Grounds, right on 2205 169th Street, across from Purdue University. Come on down and enjoy a lunch, enjoy a coffee, enjoy a macchiato, their favorite, their best seller, of course, the strawberry banana crepe with Nutella. And then you have the 219 macchiato, Spanish macchiato, which is another bestseller. And then you have the turkey panini. This has been a peaceful place to, be around and enjoy. The owners are great, and we'll get with the owners soon.
At 1 o'clock, we'll be doing a ribbon cutting event.
Excellent. And now Luis is here.
Sir.
How you doing, Luis?
Good.
All right, this is Jonathan Bradford with Off the Cover News with the Gomez's, owner of 219 Grounds. That this was a bookstore in the past, and you take it over, renovated, made it great. And how do you feel about that response? And how do the students feel at Purdue, being that you're here?
Great. I think from what it was before to what it is now, it's a huge difference. People around the area come by and they know the difference, how it was from what it is before. Students from Purdue, they come in and they're like, this is what we wanted for our New York college, our university.
Yeah.
People that graduated have mentioned how they wish it would have been open 4 years ago.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Yes,
Me being a Purdue graduate
it's
myself.
But it's here, and hopefully it's here to stay.
Excellent.
We get that a lot, and this has always been a gem to us. Man, we eyed this building for 4 years, and it honestly, I would just tell my girls, we're gonna have something there one day. We're gonna have something there one day, and it was kind of I guess wishful thinking, I guess you could say, right? But I would tell them that all the time, and then one day I was driving by and I saw the for rent sign, and I was like, no way, and it was mainly for the apartments, the apartments in the back.
Yes.
But I just thought if I get a hold of whoever owns the apartments, the commercial unit, that's the same owner, right?
Yeah.
So I contacted them and they got back to me, and I told them I was interested in renting this place out and stuff, and I gave them the idea that my husband and I had, and they loved it.
Right.
So they talked to the person that was currently renting it for more like a storage unit, and he was more than willing to move out. So we were so excited. It was kind of so surreal at first, because again, we have been eyeing this building for years. So for it to actually be happening, it was just craziness. And then, we signed our lease, and I don't know, it just seemed so surreal up until the moment that we opened. And even when we opened, we turned on the open sign for the first time, and it was just man, we're here, it's happening now,
It's mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yes. So
to put your foot forward and make it happen, and yet see it explode. You guys, thought about any events, local events, for the community? How do you feel about being so meaningful to the community?
Yes, there's been people that has come around and asked us they want to, host something here, and yes, we're all forward. Yes, we already had one. I think there's one already coming up soon.
Okay.
But we are open to having events here.
Right.
Even we're stuff that we're planning on doing. Hopefully, I know yesterday a friend of ours talked about an event. I won't say what yet, but it was a great idea. We thought about it.
Oh, he's gonna keep it a secret, guys.
And then my friend bringing it up, I was like, man, maybe you know, great minds think alike, right? So then I was like, man, maybe we should. So I don't know. That's something that will be coming up in the future.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And we want 219 Grounds to be a community spot, right? We want everybody from the community to feel welcome. We want, before we even opened, I was like, man, it's gonna be like the place where people like know each other and they run into each other at this spot and
Yes.
stuff like that. So that's what we wanted it to be, and that's honestly what it's been. And people meeting each other, and like, there is so many people that we know, and there's so many people that we didn't know, and so many people that we continue to meet.
Yes.
With owning 219 Grounds, and it's just so awesome. Like, we love it, and it honestly has been like a lot of people have reached out about different events and different things, and we definitely want to do that because again, we want it to be a community, a place for the community, and we've been slowly doing that just because we didn't want to take on too much with it,
Right.
with us being so new. We wanted to make sure that we had things down and a good system going before we just
Excellent.
took on more than we could chew. So I feel like we're going in the right direction. We're
Right.
excited. We're excited about the summer. We're excited about being here, and we're excited about how the community has responded
Yes.
to us, being here.
Are you guys going to implement any Ezekiel brand sourdough? You got Oh My God Pastry right in Munster, Indiana, where you can partner with them, get your sourdough fresh and homemade.
For
and,
sure.
And what would you think about that? And also implementing student ID discounts with Purdue University, IUN University, because you get best of both worlds here.
Yes, that is something that we talked about. Not just that, I mean, we also want to do something for the police officers and the fire department that we've mentioned. So there is stuff that we talked about that want to give a discount to students, officers, firemen, staff, teachers. So there's something that we do want to do
Excellent.
For the community.
Yeah. And as far as working with local businesses, so our coffee beans are actually roasted at Ixa, which is a few minutes down the street. Our ice cream and our paletas are also made in-house at an ice cream provider 20 minutes down the street as well. So we are staying pretty local. Our bakery right here around the corner, they actually make our bread for our paninis. So we are trying to
Which
incorporate-
bakery is that? Strat?
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria
Okay.
Bakery, yeah. So Ixa is our coffee provider, Santa Maria is our baked goods provider, and then we have La Michoacana Premium in the east side, who is our ice cream provider. So what we did is we took our favorites and we just brought them into one place, because ultimately whatever we made and whatever we brought into our menu, we wanted it to be something that we already liked, and ever since we tried La Michoacana Premium, they were really good friends, our ice cream providers, but ever since we tried it, we have not been able to go anywhere else because the quality of their ice cream is just so good, and we wanted to bring that here to a shop where it could be the best of both worlds,
Right.
and a variety of options for everybody that comes, whether it's kids, we saw some retired people came in for ice cream for an ice cream treat, and
Nice.
it's just so nice to see people of all ages and all walks of life, come in here and
Absolutely.
try what we have.
I feel like your menu is inexpensive. Is it fair? I did an article on Fit Fuel right over there at YMCA, and it was excellent. So what makes your shop different from that cafe, from this cafe? And also what makes your menu different from their menu?
We know that prices are up and everything. We're a family of four, and I know it's hard going out and spending money going out to eat. We brought that to saying like, okay, like how can we help families that are going to be able to come and not feel like they just spend an arm and a leg. Obviously we still want to make some money to turn on the lights, to get employees, to provide the best ice cream, the best coffee, the best bakery goods. So obviously we just want a win-win for everyone.
And I do think our prices and our sizes and quality are good, so I don't think we are, it's not like, what is that word, shrinkflation, right? Like, I think
Yes.
we visited so many coffee shops in the making of 219 Grounds.
Oh,
while we were
wow.
under construction.
Okay.
Thank you for
And
coming.
what we
Have a good one,
wanted-
ladies.
And what we wanted to do was bring a different type of atmosphere, you know, along with the service. So to us, it was important when we were greeted, when we walked in, and the way that we were treated when our order was being taken. And, you know, it was all part of the experience. Coffee and ice cream are something that, it's a treat. It's a treat for people. It's not an essential. It's not something that they, well, for some of us it is, right? Coffee, you have to get your cup of coffee. But for most people, it's a treat. So you want them to come in and enjoy that, right? You want them to have a good experience. So for us, the friendliness is huge. Like when we hire, you know, any of our team members, we tell them like friendliness is key for us. Like people have to, is for whoever walks in that door to feel something different. Maybe they won't quite know what it is, but we want them to feel the atmosphere is different. And just like a whole package, you know, the atmosphere, the greeting, the friendliness of the staff, you know, the quality of the items that we serve. So that is all important to us, and that's what we wanted to incorporate here in 219 Grounds. We just wanted it to be different. So how do we stand apart from others? That is, you know, it's acknowledging and taking the time with our customers. Again, we do try to speed it up, you know, because we know people are in a rush to get to school, to get to work, whatever the case may be, right? So obviously we don't want to take too long with them. We definitely want them to feel seen when they're here. We want them to know that we appreciate them coming in, you know, and we're glad they're here.
Right, because you want them to come back,
Yeah, they
right?
have a choice to go anywhere. So we would love for them to love their experience here.
And there you have it. Off the Cover News, Jonathan Bradford with the Gomez's of 219 Grounds. Come enjoy yourself with a good snack. Students, come out too and come enjoy some ice cream, some paninis, some
paletas, some crepes, some teas.
Matcha, we have the best matcha.
There you have it, guys. I'm out.